I'm Brad DeRoche, and welcome to my series on sight reading. This is lesson number 10 today. So we've been at this for a little while. Hopefully by now you're starting to feel comfortable with knowing where the notes are on the guitar in these 4 different registers. Today's lesson is going to focus on notes in the middle register. And I'm going to refer again to the sheet that I have referred to so far in every lesson up until now. And today we're going to focus just on middle register notes, but with music notation. So hopefully you have your series of handy dandy note cards that you made in the previous lesson. And if you do have those and you started working with those, you should now be pretty comfortable grabbing your group of 2 or 3 notes for each string in each register, shuffling those around, playing them, and identifying the notes really quickly. So here's a good example. I just picked this note to start with. Hopefully you can see that fairly well. That is the note A. So now when we were dealing with the low register, there's only one place to play that note, and that is the 5th string open. You'll find it's the same in every register. In every register, there's only one place to play each note. Now, some notes can be found in different registers, in several, as many as 4 different registers. But in each register, the way I have it laid out on that page, there's only one place to play each note. That's important to understand that. Okay, so today's lesson, what I would like for you to do is to take a group of notes. And so what I'm going to do here, I'm going to take my group of notes that were A, B, and C, that when in the low register, these would have been the notes on the 5th string, A, B, and C. This would have been open, 2nd fret and 3rd fret. But now we're going to focus on playing these in the middle register. So now your task is to find where are these notes in the middle register. So when I'm looking at that A, now I have to think, all right, where is that note in the middle register? And if you've written it on the back, you'll see that, oh, that note is on the 6th string at the 5th fret. Okay, where did I get that information? This sheet. Okay, so now I'm going to shuffle these 3 cards. That's just the notes for middle register 6th string, A, B, and C. I'm going to shuffle those around a little bit. There's only 3, so it's pretty easy to do, or hard to make it interesting. So my first note was this. So what I want to do is think, okay, what is that note? I believe it's a C. Then I'm going to find that note, 8th fret in the middle register. Now you'll notice I'm playing it with my little finger because I'm thinking about this position, the middle register, all right? And that note would have landed under my little finger because in those 3 notes I have A, B, and C in this low register, and C was under my little finger. So then the next note was A, 5th fret. Next note, B, 7th fret, and so on. So you just do this with 3 notes. It's bloody simple, but anybody can do 3 notes and learn them really quickly. All right, that's not going to challenge you much. The next lesson will challenge you a bit more. But for right now, for this lesson today, all you're trying to do is to simply learn all of the notes in the middle register. Okay? So the steps are, start with the 3 notes that are on one string. So what I did here, for example, is I started with the notes that were on, I'll put these back in order, A, B, and C. The notes that were on the 6th string in the middle register, A, B, and C. So this was my lowest string. I start with that group, and I play with those for a little while until, we're talking about maybe 1 minute. Shuffle them around, play them, look at them until they start to fit into your memory and you feel like you know exactly where those notes are on the guitar. Then you take the next group of notes, which would be D, E, and F. All right? So then you find your D, E, and F group here, and that's going to be 5th string, 5th fret, 7th fret, 5th fret, 7th fret, 8th fret. I did them backward, the D's first. 5th fret, E 7th, and F 8th fret. And so once again, I've got those written on the back also. So F in this case is 5th string, 8th fret. Okay, you play around with each of these little groupings of notes until you got those 3 notes and you feel comfortable with them. Then you can take all the cards and shuffle them up. This would be the next step. And you can do all 6 strings together as one larger group. That might be too big of a step at first, especially in these higher registers. So you might just do 2 strings at a time. So maybe you take the notes from the 6th string and the 5th string, which is going to be a total of 6 different notes. You mix those up, you shuffle those cards up, and then you play through those until you're really good with all of those pitches. And then maybe do strings 4 and 3 next, and then 2 and 1, and then eventually work your way to doing all 6 strings. So you just shuffle the cards and you pull one out. Whatever that note is, play it, say the letter name and play it in that register. Okay, and that's it for today. So all you have to do is find the notes in the middle register this time. I shouldn't say all you have to do. This might be very new for many people and might be very difficult at first. It might take you more than a day. This could take you a few days or even a week before you're really comfortable with them. That's fine. It's not a race to get to the end. So anyway, make sure you know them really well before you move on to the next step. And I'll see you in lesson 11, our next lesson. Cheers.